Hello, Internet. I am Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl. Still have not got my voice back. All this crazy weather ain't helping these late season storms, man. Who ordered this? Today we have obnoxious couple escalates situation into resisting arrest and obstruction. This is actually fairly recent, too. This actually happened this year. So let's see what we got.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, pretty good.
What's going on?
I was backing up and we just pulled in. And we stopped and then I went to pull forward. My parked already.
Okay.
Down there.
Hold on, sir, hold on 1 second, okay? So you were just backing out right here?
I didn't talk to him first.
How am I supposed to know to talk to? He's out of his vehicle.
Okay, so it sounds like there was, like, maybe they bumped into each other, like, in the parking lot? I'm not real clear.
I don't know why he's mad at me. I mean, he's just out here talking.
He sees that his lady called the police and you're talking to the person who hit us first.
Okay. Do you have your insurance? Sir, do you have your insurance? No, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense?
No, it doesn't. I didn't see who called. It was just said 911 call saying there was an accident, and I come to respond and I talk to somebody who's out of the vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it would be cool if you guys would be right through.
We don't take the calls the comm center does.
Yeah, but they tell you whose car called.
Ma'am, I'm here taking an accident.
Okay, so we have some entitlement going on here where she is saying, like, oh, well, he hit us, i.e., we're the victims here, so you should talk to us first. And because we called, like, the cop doesn't know who called. He's not the 911 call taker. And the other guy was standing outside his car, like, waiting to talk to him, so he's talking to him, like, they'll get to you, lady, just chill. This is not a big deal. But I have a feeling they're about to make it a big deal.
It doesn't matter who called. It doesn't. He said he's at fault for. Okay, I need your insurance if you'd like to. Okay.
Yeah.
My wife's on the way up with the insurance card. She'll drive around the corner.
Okay. Yeah, actually, yeah. You said your insurance right around the corner?
Yeah, she'll be here.
Okay. All right. So you were backing out and they were pulling in?
No, we were in. We came in. I was coming back. And we parked. I stopped. Don't lie.
Okay.
Sir, why are you yelling?
Sir,
please, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to talk to both you guys and get the story, okay? It's not a big deal. All right? Yes, sir.
I was pulling back. He honked. I stopped.
You were in the spot right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was backing up. He pulled up and it honked. I stopped. And when I went to pull forward, I took his bumper with the phone.
Okay. All right. So you know you're involved in the accident?
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. All right.
Okay, there you go. So the guy in the yellow is admitting it was his fault. And that seems to be what the guy in the white car is concerned about. He doesn't want the cop thinking it's his fault, probably for insurance. But it sounds like they're in agreement about whose fault it was.
Okay, what happened?
Hey, he gonna let him go on. It's okay.
I parked in my spot.
Okay.
All the way up there.
Okay.
He starts to turn and hits me with his thing.
No problem.
This is the front of my car.
Okay. He's at fault. He knows that. So he's gonna get his insurance and get you guys all taken care of.
Mine is the general.
Okay. You guys will just exchange information because this is private property. We don't take accidents on private property anyway.
Well, the last time somebody did this to me at Kroger years ago,
Okay,
it
that's
made me look
weird.
bad because I didn't report it to you guys.
What do you mean it made you look bad?
Because I didn't file a report for my insurance.
Okay, I understand
They
what
said,
she's saying.
They made it look like, oh, well, there's nothing we can do. And I said,
Okay, I understand what she's saying because I've had friends in this situation as well. I don't understand what the cop is saying, that because it's private property, they don't take an accident report. What does it matter where it happened? It's an accident. I don't know if the cop is telling the truth here, honestly, because for them, doing an accident report is just a lot of paperwork. And so I can understand he doesn't want to do it. And that is something that happens with police here. What she is saying is she was in an accident before, and because she didn't have a police report, her insurance probably said like, "Hey, we don't know who was at fault," so she probably got hit with paying a deductible or something like that because she couldn't prove that she was not at fault. Um, so I can understand that. Uh, so yeah, like one thing that we're definitely taught here is always, even if it's a very minor accident, get a police report because sometimes things look minor and they're not. And the other thing is for your insurance. If you don't have a police report, they're definitely going to assume that you were at fault, even if you weren't. So I don't know about the whole like we don't do reports on private property thing. That's weird. I've never heard of that. So I don't know if that's true or not. If I knew what state this was, I would look it up. If we find out, I will pause and look that up.
You know, next time somebody does something to my car in any parking lot or anywhere, I need to report it to the police so that
Yeah.
it will go through insurance.
Yeah, we'll make
So what are you
documentation of it.
saying?
We don't take private property auto accidents. So if it's on the roadway, we take an accident, requires an accident on the roadway, this is UDS private property. So
So
what we'll do is we'll get his information, his insurance information, and you'll contact his insurance company, and then he's going to do the same thing, and they'll get everything taken care of that way, okay?
But are you making a report of this? Yes or
no.
No,
Why?
because it's on private property.
But
What does
like
that
I said
matter?
last time, I got hit in Kroger. Coming out of my parking lot wasn't my fault at all.
Yeah.
State Farm Insurance. They put a ding on my stuff.
Mhm.
And even though I haven't been in accidents for years, I'm an excellent driver.
Okay.
But because of this,
Yeah, but
and there's
having
no
an
police
accident
report,
on your
Yeah,
record
we'll
can
make, like I
also
said, there's going to be
raise your
documentation
rates.
that we're here. You guys are involved. It's all on my body camera. I know you're recording it as well, sir.
Okay, but her
I've
insurance
recorded
is not
everybody here
gonna.
the entire time.
Okay, I want clarification from the officer on what is he saying in terms of they're documenting it. Like her insurance is not gonna FOIA request your body cam, dude, and he knows that. Like he has to know that. So I'm not sure what he's saying in terms of we're documenting that we were here. Like what? There's an incident report that an officer was called out to the parking lot a car accident, which how that's different from doing an accident report, I don't know. Maybe because it doesn't involve this cop having to actually do the paperwork. But I'm like again, I wish I knew what state this was to see if this private property thing is actually true. Because right now it just sounds like the cop is being lazy, quite frankly. Which again, I've seen this here. A friend of mine got into a minor accident. Somebody rear-ended her. I was on the street. It was very minor. There was not a lot of damage, but she did report it and she had to insist and insist and insist to get the cop to write an actual police report. He didn't want to. He basically told them, it's very minor damage. It's like bumper contact. So, trade insurance information. But she stood her ground and insisted that the officer write an accident report, which turned out to be a good thing because 3 days later, her car, as she was driving, suddenly wouldn't go left. No matter how much she turned the wheel, it wouldn't go left, and she had to like stop. Um, she had to get off the highway really fast in like an emergency situation, and she was stranded like 3 hours from home. She had to get her dad to come pick her up, and found out that yeah, there was actually serious damage done to her car from what looked like a minor accident. And thank God she had the accident report because her car wound up being a write-off because it like broke the steering column or something like that or something with the axles. I don't know. I'm not a car person. But there turned out to be major damage, and if she hadn't had that accident report, her insurance would not have covered replacing her car and she would have been completely screwed. So I can understand like the necessity of saying I want an accident report, and it's like as far as I know that is the law. Here certainly it is. It doesn't matter if it's in a parking lot or not. An accident is an accident, and you are actually legally required to report it to the police. Uh, so this is weird. I'm starting to see how things might escalate because I'm really not. If I was this woman, I'd be very confused and unhappy.
Time. He told me what happened. He told me he clipped you with a snowplow, so he's at fault. He told me he knows that. We just don't take private property auto accident reports because it's on private property. It's not on the
So
roadway.
what?
So where's the report going to be that you're taking or a note?
There's going to be a blotter saying we came out here for an accident.
A blotter.
Yep, and it's going to have both you guys attached to it.
And is that something
your
the
ID
public
on you?
has access to?
Sir, do you want to be included on that? Sir, would you like to be included on that since you're in the vehicle? I'm sorry?
This is her vehicle, number one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, you're talking to me, so I figured
in it.
you'd want to be included on it.
Why are you
My name is
asking
Five.
me?
What is that?
My name is Five.
Your name is Five?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that doesn't seem
Okay.
like what's your last name?
You're not supposed to be asking me my last name.
Do you want to be on the? Do you want to be on there? You said you would like. You said you would like documentation of the police report, correct?
You said there's no.
You're
police
pleading the
Okay.
fifth. Okay. For anyone who doesn't know, in America, the Fifth Amendment is the right against self-incrimination. So, I don't. I'm starting to wonder if this guy has warrants or something, because of the way he's acting. Like, dude, do you want your name on the blotter or whatever or not? If you don't, then just sit there quietly and let her handle this. It's her car, like you said, so just let her handle it. This is definitely the beginning of things getting out of control now. I'm betting he gets out of the car and starts getting loud.
You said you would like to be included on the documentation, correct, sir?
He did not say that to you.
Well, he did.
We are asking what it is.
Okay, he wants documentation of it.
Mm-hmm.
So if he wants to be a part of it, I will make him a part of it. If he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take that as a you don't want to, sir. Do you have your ID on you, miss?
Yeah.
I don't understand why you guys are being so hostile towards me.
Because you came up and went to him first.
Ma'am,
But
he was
Oh,
out of
what?
the vehicle and you had the
I get
windows
he's
up.
Don't argue with him.
Just because he's out of the
Don't
vehicle
argue with him.
doesn't
We'll
mean
deal with
anything.
I pulled up
It's
and you guys
cool.
were both in the vehicle.
If you don't
Both
have
the
anything
windows
nice
were
to
up.
say, just let us be.
Me? I don't have anything nice to say?
I said if you don't.
I've not said anything mean to you guys one time. I don't understand why you
If
guys
it's
are being
not mean
hostile
to
towards
you,
me.
doesn't mean it's not mean to us.
Okay.
When we're the ones who called for help, you're saying just because he was outside, you spoke to him first. I'm
Yes,
the one who called
that's
for
how
help.
it works, miss.
Say that guy punched me. You're gonna go to him first?
You're
Quit
talking about
talking to him,
hypotheticals.
Amber.
I get it.
What does it matter?
I get it.
What's
What else
what's
do you
your phone
need?
number, miss?
470.
All right. And you were completely stopped when he hit you?
I was all the way up in my spot.
Okay. You were wearing a seatbelt and everything?
Yes.
Why are you upset with me? I have to ask these questions.
Man. don't
Okay,
ask me that question.
ignore the.
Okay.
Okay, I will say the officer should be ignoring the attitude from her. It's not helping to confront her. Like, dude, I get, like, maybe she's hurting your feelings, but let her be upset. She's answering you. You're getting the information you need to like make this go away. So just let her have her feelings. Let her be pissed off. Do what you need to do, and move on to the next one. Get yourself a cup of coffee and a donut, and put this behind you, officer. The rest of your day will be better. But stop asking her why she's mad, because it's not gonna change anything. She's gonna be mad. Just let her be.
Can I see
You're
your
laughing
insurance,
at me,
please?
but, yeah, you're being trolled.
Okay. Can I see your insurance, please, miss?
I told you I was looking it up, and I have the general. You can just write it down.
Okay, I need the insurance policy.
You didn't get his?
I'm waiting on his.
Okay, you have to wait on mine too. I don't know my password. If you don't mind, I'll get it to you.
I'm sorry?
I'll bring it to you when I get it. If you don't mind moving away.
Okay.
You want? So I'm gonna give you my world citizen number.
You have
Here
the
you go.
insurance?
Yeah, she's got. I'm gonna give you my world. Oh, this is from the United States. I need your name. Okay. Thank you for the info. So I'm gonna give you my world citizen ID number. I need
What?
your badge number at the same time. My name is Mr. Tracy.
Okay, did he just say world citizen ID number? What? I'm starting to think this guy is some kind of sovereign citizen or something, or nationalist or a more one of those things because it kind of sounds like that. Because WTF are you talking about?
My World Citizen ID number. Write this down.
I don't know what a
because
World Citizen ID
you're gonna
number is.
find out. You're gonna find out.
We don't take those.
Okay.
You're just not about to. You don't take it.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
you see what this thing say right here?
because it's not
It
real.
says to the government of the United States of America concerning Mr. Tracy William Henderson. You wanted my ID. It's a valid ID. I'm gonna give you my
No,
ID.
I asked you if you'd like to be included on the
That's why
documentation.
I'm putting you in on it. I'm putting you in.
He
I'm
didn't.
putting myself in on it. So you have to take my World Citizen ID.
No.
Well, I don't know what a World Citizen ID
You'll
is.
find out, sir. You'll find out.
Oh, he's got the
Education is a
binder
beautiful thing.
too.
It doesn't recognize
Yes, they
anything as a
do.
World
Yes, they
Citizen ID
do.
number,
Yes,
but
they do.
okay.
You think they don't, but you'll find
I
out.
don't know why you're being so
I'm
confrontational
not
with me,
being
sir.
confrontational.
You are.
This doesn't
What's your name,
involve
sir? Tracy
you.
what? 5. So were you lying to me before?
Well, Tracy comes to 5.
Okay. Tracy what?
Yeah.
And your date of birth, sir?
925.
And a good phone number for you.
You got the one for her.
Okay. Perfect.
My number is. You need to write this number down.
I'll
It's
write it
World
down
Service,
for you.
World Service Authority.
Okay.
The number is 919.
Alrighty.
Okay. Whatever that load of nonsense is.
What's it for?
I don't know. It says 2 felony. Well, it says no extradition outside California. Actually.
Which guy is it to?
It's this guy right here. He's extremely hostile.
Oh, he does have warrants. I was right.
So it's good?
It says it's full extradition. It's already in custody.
Nah.
Where's he at?
You said it's the guy with the head thing on, right?
Yeah, the male black.
Oh my god, I was actually right. I was joking when I said that I thought this guy has warrants and that's why he doesn't want to give his name. I was 90% joking, but apparently it's true. He has warrants from a different state. And they would like to extradite him, which probably means it's pretty serious because usually, because the state that is requesting the person, I think they said California would have to pay for him to be arrested and then transported from whatever state this is to California. And so that's why a lot of times if it's an out-of-state warrant, people get arrested for it, but then the state that is pressing charges says basically we don't want to pay for the extradition and travel costs, so we're dropping it. You can let them go. It's a weird thing. But it sounds like this guy's about to get arrested for outstanding warrants when this would not have happened if he could just keep his mouth shut. Like, the officer had no reason to ID him, really. He was letting it go without IDing him, even though technically they're supposed to ID everyone involved in an accident. The guy could have just kept his mouth shut and never given his name, most likely. And like he has to know that he has warrants, and he's pulling this world citizen crap, like just drawing all the attention to him and making sure the officer's gonna run his name. Like these people can't help themselves. Like it's so much self-sabotage. Oh, but world citizen's a new one on me.
Where?
With the truck?
Okay, is she gonna jump
the truck?
in
That just got in the van?
and try to save him?
Yeah. Hey, come over here, man.
No, I ain't coming over
No,
here.
come over here. Come on.
Hey, look,
Come here.
so he go trying to
No,
snatch
come
me.
here.
You
He
gotta check my
knows.
warrant.
No,
I ain't got no warrants. Look, he's grabbing on me.
Apparently you do.
Are you holding on me?
Yes, you
Are
have
you
a
gra-
warrant.
What about me? What? I don't have no. There's no iron.
Hold on.
They not taking me in California. Don't want me.
Okay,
got a
California
felony
warrant for
they
arson.
did a felony warrant for arson. And watch them say they don't want me.
Arson?
No, it don't.
Your phone so we don't
It
break it.
don't say full
Hold on.
extradition. They didn't stop me since 1998.
Back up.
They didn't stop me since 1998.
Being detained until we figure
They
it out.
stopped me since 1998.
Okay.
1998. You can call them right now.
They are.
And
They're calling the
and they gonna say, let me go.
I want to see
No,
your phone now. So it doesn't get
No,
broken.
they trying to take my phone, babe. Come get my phone, babe. They trying to take. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Now you're under arrest for resistance.
I'm not trying. I said I got my hands behind my back.
Back up now.
Don't bend my arms.
Get back.
My arms are behind my back.
Get back.
My arms are behind my back, sir.
You're like,
Starts another car.
My arms are behind my back.
Back up now.
My arms are behind my back. They're going to tell you they don't want me. I've been telling you that.
Oh, so now they're arresting her for what?
You're under arrest too. We
What?
told you to back up 3 times.
You guys.
Here, I got this.
Okay, this is no.
We-
Okay, arresting her is ridiculous. Okay, he's got a warrant. He's saying it's from 98. I highly doubt that. But the cops did say it's full extradition, so it sounds like, yeah, California wants him, and if it's an arson charge, I think he said, that's serious. They're probably going to extradite on that. As for her being arrested right now, this is overkill. They don't need to be doing this. Like, you know, she was far enough back. She wasn't interfering. So it sounds like this is the problem sometimes when like backup arrives on the scene and they don't really know what's going on or what started this, so you get overreactions like this because there's no reason for them to be arresting her. Like, you don't need to be doing this.
We asked you to back up until we figured it out, okay? Well, now you're under arrest for resisting, so it doesn't matter.
He's not resisting arrest. He's trying to tell you what we were just.
Okay, and we can figure that out once you guys cooperate. That's all it takes.
I'm not resisting.
You are.
No,
Pushing
I'm
up
not.
off the car is resisting.
I don't know what you're
Okay.
talking about. Never, ever.
Again, extremely petty. Pushing up off the car is resisting. Go to hell. The level of idiocy that can be called resisting, like, people are people. People are going to, like, you know, tense up or things like that when they're being manhandled by cops and put in handcuffs. That's called human nature. And the fact that they can say, oh, that's resisting, what a joke. Like, I really, somebody please send a memo to the police departments and remind them, you make yourselves look like a complete joke and absolute pansy little cowards when you charge people for resisting for dumbass things like that. And it's just a waste of time because that charge is almost certainly going to get dropped because there's so much nothing to it. So all you're doing is arresting somebody for absolutely no reason. You're putting on a completely, like, trumped up charge. She's going to spend a night in jail. The courts are going to have to deal with paperwork, and then it's all going to amount to absolutely nothing. So how about we cut down on the idiocy in the first place?
Hold on. Did we ask you to back up?
I was trying to get this phone.
No, that's not your job to get this phone. No one's hurting him.
Okay, stop lecturing.
I cannot believe this. This guy hits my car. He is not even wanted. We have been in contact with the Attorney General because he was getting his substitute teacher's license. This is crazy.
He's being detained until they figure it out.
But it's
That's all you had to
unfair.
do.
We
That's
don't
all you
need
had
to
to
be
do.
detained.
Put my stuff back in my pocket, please. Go get They don't say that they don't want me. LA is closed right now.
And you know what? As soon as they told us that, you would have been free to go. But you were being detained.
I'm not being.
Because there is a warrant for your arrest.
They say they don't want me. This thing's
Okay.
been since 19.
We don't know that,
We don't
Terrence.
know that.
Tracy,
We've never
have a
talked
seat,
to them.
please. Have a seat.
I'm claustrophobic. I'm
Okay.
right here.
Now,
Can
have
you
a
just
seat
let
in
me
the
sit
car.
here?
No, have a seat.
I
in the
said I'm
car.
gonna sit in the car.
I don't. Kick your
I'm
feet
gonna
in the
sit
car.
right here.
Kick your feet in the
Did you
car.
put my
We're done
ID
playing.
back?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, she can be charged too. She obstructed the entire time.
Oh, so now we're... Okay, that was rude. Okay, so we've got some mixed bag there. I was 100% on the cop's side until they got stupid at the end. The guy has a warrant. You know who I feel bad for is the guy who hit them because he's sitting there the whole time watching this freak show. And I just, yeah, I feel bad for him. I really do. So let's break this down. He's got the guy who got arrested first. He's got a warrant out of California. He's saying I've like been arrested for this before. They declined to extradite. That's entirely possibly true. There's a very good chance that he's telling the truth. Um, because yeah, states frequently will not extradite due to cost. But then what happens is the person gets released, but the warrant is still in the system, and so it does like keep coming up, and they do get arrested multiple times, and then the state says the same thing. Oh no, we don't want to extradite, let him go. But then the warrant's still there, and it repeats and repeats and repeats, which is really obnoxious. And like honestly, for my 2 cents, if somebody gets picked up on a warrant and the state that issued it declines to extradite, the warrant should be eliminated immediately, because you basically you had your chance. If you really wanted to prosecute this person, you had the opportunity to do that. You declined. That should void the warrant. But that's not how the system works. So the cops were right that they would have called California basically and said, okay, we got this guy on this warrant. Do you want him? And then if California said no, they would have let him go. Uh, and I get his point of view saying, like, we've already done this, they've already declined. But that doesn't mean they're not going to arrest you, because the warrant's in the system, so they have to. They're obligated to arrest you because it is still in the system. So him being arrested, completely legitimate. He's some kind of sovereign citizen, more world whatever guy. And again, honestly, if he just kept his mouth shut, they probably never would have run his name, and it wouldn't have come up, and they'd be home right now. As for her getting arrested, that's bullshit. The cops are in the wrong. That was pure pissed off police. As for her being charged with resisting, what a joke. And the one officer that I was being nice to at first, because he was handling very aggressive people quite well, and he was keeping his cool, for him to then at the end go, oh, I can throw on obstructing, like, that's just being so completely petty. Like, I am not one to say you should be piling on charges just because you can. And that's all that is. Like, she pissed them off, so they did what they did. So first officer is coming in. He's getting a B minus, because he handled the obnoxiousness pretty well, but the why are you yelling at me? Like, don't get into it. Just get her info and move on. And then adding the obstruction at the end was just no. The backup officers for arresting her, you're getting a D, because that was unnecessary. That was completely unnecessary. As for the title, Obnoxious Couple Escalate Situation into Resisting and Obstruction, it's accurate. It's 100% accurate. How do you think this should have been handled? How do you feel about the poor older guy who had to sit there and watch all this? What are your thoughts about warrants being left in the system after the state has declined extradition? If indeed that's true, do you think she should have been arrested? Do you think her being charged with obstruction is fair? So yeah, if you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, I've been Insane Lane, as well as a Canadian girl. Love on yourself and love on a fur baby. Bye bye.